Magandang araw sa inyo mga ka-learners! Ang module na ito ay tungkol sa teknolohiya at kung paano nito mapapabuti ang ating buhay. We live in the age of technology. It has opened many avenues for us to have a better way of life. Most of the appliances and equipment now are so advanced that we take them for granted. Isipin nyo, dati, hindi ka makatawag sa kapatid mo sa kabilang bayan nang hindi mo pumupunta sa tindahan para makitawag. Ngayon, halos wala kang makikitang tao na walang cellphone. In this module, you'll learn about how to use modern appliances and communication technology. You will know and understand how these technological advances can help you in everyday life. After studying this module, you should be able to 1. Identify the different kinds of modern appliances being used in your homes. 2. Demonstrate the proper use of these technological advances. 3. Describe the latest in entertainment technology. 4. Demonstrate the proper way of taking care of the appliances and equipment described. 5. Recognize the advantages of using these technological advances. 6. Identify different means of communication. 7. Explain how technology can help us communicate with others. 8. Demonstrate the proper use of new communication technology. And 9. See the advances of using computers and other smart machines. Before we start, let's see what you already know about the topics to be discussed. Answer the following questions with the appropriate product of modern technology. 1. You have a basket full of seafood, but you cannot cook all of it at once. What do you use to keep it from spoiling? 2. You are stuck in traffic and you're already late for your date with a friend. What can you use to inform your friend that you will be late? 3. You want to watch your favorite foreign artist. What will you use? 4. You want to chat with your cousin outside the Philippines, but a phone call would be expensive. How would you be able to get in touch with him or her? 5. You are hungry and the only food available is frozen. What will you use to be able to warm the food right away? Let's check your answers, shall we? If you have a basket full of seafood that you can't use at once, you can store the rest in a refrigerator. If you're stuck in traffic and are running late, you can reach your friend by calling her using your cell phone. If you want to watch your favorite foreign acts, you can watch them either on cable TV or through videos on the internet. You can contact your cousin by using the internet as well. Most people who work overseas have access to a smartphone or a computer. You can try and heat up any frozen food on top of your stove, but using a microwave oven makes it more convenient. Good job! Let's look at some of these technological advancements in this lesson and understand how they can make your everyday life easier. Which of these do you have at your home? Are you often asked to use them? Most of the devices you encounter every day were considered revolutionary at their inception. Can you imagine a time when you had to start a fire before you can cook? What about trying to wash clothes by hand? How about opening a browser and chatting with your friend from work who lives in a different city? These would not be possible without technology. But what is technology and how does it make what we use today different from what your lolo or lola used when they were young? Technology is defined as the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes. It comes from the Greek word technologia, or systematic treatment. To put it simply, technology is the science you learned in school put to use in your everyday life. You have probably seen and used technological advancements without realizing it. Something as simple as the electricity you pay for every month already counts as a technological advancement. Look at the appliances in your home. Ask someone older, preferably your lolo or lola, about what they used in comparison to what your house has. Here are a few that are likely to have changed. Number 1. Your lolo or lola used to cook rice with a caldero, a pot specifically made for cooking rice. Nowadays, you likely use a rice cooker. Your lolo or lola may still prefer washing clothes by hand, but you now use a washing machine. A gas range or induction stove has replaced cooking your meal with charcoal in the backyard. Instead of going out to play, you are more likely to either turn on the TV or reach for your cell phone for entertainment. If your lolo or lola wanted to shave ice and make halo-halo, they might use something like a metal ice shaver. Nowadays, you would simply reach for your blender to crush the ice while you prepare other ingredients for your halo-halo. There are many more devices you'll find in your home that your grandparents may not have had. Can you name some of them that we have not mentioned yet? Now that you are familiar with what technology is, let's test how much you know. Let's find out how familiar you have gotten with your household appliances and gadgets. Question 1. You have just finished your morning exercise routine only to find out that your laundry is not yet done. What will you use to quickly wash and dry your clothes so you can get changed? That's right! You use a washing machine. Question 2. You just bought a few kilos of ripe mangoes to make mango shake. Which household appliance will you use? Correct! You bring out your blender. Question 3. Upon hearing that you are making mango shake, your friend suddenly paid you a visit. You're not prepared for your guests, but you have frozen meat and fish in your refrigerator. What will you use to thaw or defrost your frozen meat and fish? A microwave oven. Correct! Question 4. You are now having a lively get-together with your friends, but you feel like they're getting bored. You have your TV and a few movies you and your friends like to watch. What else would you need to watch your favorite movies? Cable or streaming service. Right again! Question 5. It turns out most of your friends want to watch something else. What else can you use in your home to both find and watch a movie without having to go to the mall? That's right! You can use your personal computer or smartphone. Did you get all the answers? If you didn't, don't worry. You can revisit this lesson and review anything you may have missed. This marks the end of our lesson. Let's review what we have learned so far. In this lesson, we learned that technology is applying scientific knowledge to make our daily lives easier. We also learned that there is no shortage of technological products around us, even in our own home. We also learned that technology isn't something we should take for granted, but we will dig deeper into why that is in our next lesson.